Stocks under $1 to buy are risky, but potentially rewarding for bold investors. Just $1 allows investors to buy shares of these firms worth purchasing in August. Affimed. Affimed has a well-developed pipeline of therapeutics at a very cheap price. Austin Technology Group. Continued earnings trump overall concerns around Austin Technology Group shares. Sigma Additive Solutions. Sigma Additive Solutions is an inexpensive and growing 3D printing firm. Let's dive in. Here are the 3 cheap stocks to buy under $1 in August 2023. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. The world of penny stocks is rife with potential pitfalls to avoid. Many firms trading at those prices are manipulated by actors with bad intent. Financial information can be difficult to source, and that which you can find is sometimes difficult to trust. Even if you find a surefire company to purchase, liquidity issues can pose risks for those looking to cash out. That doesn't stop investors, however, and it shouldn't stop you either. The returns can be very high, and for those willing to take the plunge, the risk is often justified. Bearing that in mind, let's look at a few stocks under $1 to buy that fit the bill. Number 1. Affimed. Affimed is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical firm focused on developing cancer immunotherapies in the United States and Europe. Its stock trades for 60 cents but is valued at $6.46, using an exchange rate of 1.10 USD to 1 euro. Usually, biotech firms trading at that level tend to lack a well-developed pipeline of therapeutics. However, that isn't the case with Affimed. One of its lead candidate drugs, AFM13, has completed its Phase 2 clinical trial for its effectiveness in targeting CD30-positive lymphoma or transformed mycosis fungoids. The company also boasts multiple other therapeutic candidates progressing through clinical trials. The AFM24 drug is undergoing a Phase 2 trial for efficacy in treating advanced cancers. The firm has developed partnerships within its pipeline, seen here, that set it up to grow rapidly in the future. What is particularly impressive about Affimed stock is the degree to which its candidate drugs have progressed through trials while the stock trades well below $1. Number 2. Austin Technology Group. Austin Technology Group is inherently risky due to several factors. For one, it's a relatively small, unknown firm in China. That makes information on the company somewhat susceptible to manipulation and verification difficult. The other issue with Austin Technology, a maker of display modules, is that it is contracting. Sales declined by 37% to $105.4 million for the year ended September 30th, 2022. The fact that investors only have information as recent as 9 months ago is another risk factor to take into consideration. There are clearly a lot of unknowns related to Austin Technology Group. Here's the kicker. Even after its contraction in fiscal year 2022, the firm continued to eke out a meager net income of $112,000. Those earnings make it attractive for the simple fact that it wasn't losing money based on the most recent information that we have. That arguably makes it worth the risk the unknowns pose. Number 3. Sigma Additive Solutions. Sigma Additive Solutions is a very small 3D printing firm and stock offering investors a substantial upside. During the first quarter, Sigma Additive Solutions sales totaled $130,159, up from $51,844 the year prior during the same timeframe. Losses narrowed to $1.8 million from $2.2 million year over year. That's really all investors need to know from a fundamental perspective. The positive here is that the firm more than doubled its sales. Losses remain large relative to its revenue base. It's difficult to put it any other way. However, I'd argue it doesn't matter. Sigma Additive Solutions is going to pop up when investors search for cheap 3D printing stocks. Interest in the sector has ebbed and flowed over the past few years as firms grapple with profitability and finding in-demand products. Demand will continue to ebb and flow, and that's why Sigma Additive Solutions stock makes sense. Investors can purchase it for 23 cents and simply sit on it. All that's necessary is paying attention to the 3D printing market and selling when it makes sense. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.